Hello and welcome to Memoirs of Successful Women. I'm Annie Gibbins, founder and CEO of Women's Biz Global, and I invite you to kick off your heels, get comfortable, and be ready to receive the golden nuggets that are shared as you listen in to candid conversations I have with fascinating women from around the globe. Business leaders, entrepreneurs, humanitarians, athletes, and a whole lot of regular people. They will keep you riveted as they let their guard down and open up on aspects of their business and life journey, how they measure success and what they have learned along the way. My intent is that our conversations will inspire you to embrace opportunities and possibilities beyond the limits of your imagination, because I know that this is where we reclaim our power. I want you to reclaim your power, your strength and vulnerability, to stand in your truth and propel yourself towards the life that you dream to live. Hello and welcome to Women's Biz Podcast, where I have fascinating conversations around the world, and you're going to love today's guest. Her name is Heidi Dugan. Welcome, Heidi.
Thank you. Lovely to be on your show.
The book. We are both co-authors in this book, and this is one of the reasons to jump online today, because this book has been created from women around the world, and here we are. It's called Memoirs of Successful Women, and let's face it, you are one super successful woman, and so I'm going to get you to share a little bit with our listeners today. But first of all, congratulations for you for being part of this beautiful book as well.
Yeah, thank you. I think it's such a great thing. You know, success doesn't follow the exact path for everyone, and books like this are so important because it shows you so many different avenues and paths that you can go down to really read something from one person, go, oh, that can apply to me, or read something from another person, say, oh, that can apply to me. That's the beauty of these books, when you get all of the stories.
Absolutely. I love the collective. I am a big fan of anthologies because that's it. You just get to tap into so many diverse women's worlds, and it just really shows the breadth and the journeys that we all go through. They're so different. Now, you had a journey of being an Aussie girl like me who found her way to China, became a top TV host with millions of followers. I mean, the most amazing journey. What will people receive when they pick their hands up on this little book? They go, oh my goodness, I can't wait to meet Heidi. What are they going to read about?
Yeah, so I think my story is really about facing the fear, taking bold decisions and stepping forward so that you get so many incredible experiences. And, as I said, success is different for many people. The big thing for me is really about having experiences and pushing myself at every step. So when they read my section, it's really about when I first came to China and I made that bold decision to study here, and then throughout that period is then, to get a job here, to stay here, then working with the TVs. It was always being that yes person, that I will take that opportunity, I will step forward.
It is big and bold and brave to go from where you're comfortable in your home environment to go, you know what, I'm just going to go over there and just make it happen. But that, like all true success stories, there are going to be so many challenges. That's right. To make yourself, just to arrive somewhere and become known, to then have those breakthrough moments where you get offered TV shows, but then how does that all work and be pushed out of your comfort zone? Your story is just such a amazing evolution of a woman who's just backed herself. Did you find that you just had to back yourself when others didn't? What was it that just made you think, you know what, I really believe that this is going to be successful?
Yeah, and so that was one of the key points, I think, in the book, is that because I was so different that I could only back myself. I had no one else that was around me. Of course, I had family and friends back in Australia that have always really backed me, but it's really more about, when you're so different, then you sort of go, well, yeah, I am different. And so I really embraced that through this whole period and this journey. And it was such a fortunate learning experience being able to really back myself, because that's made all the different sense. And it's really where I get my confidence from, because I've learned for such a long time to trust my instinct, to trust how I'm feeling, and to trust the decisions, to trust that I've done the work to set the goals. You know, when I'm making that decision, I know that they're going to get me closer to that goal.
And sometimes it can actually be the biggest gift to us all to just actually, you know, learn early to show up authentically, because that's just the way it's going to have to be. Do you know what I mean? I think a lot of people kind of go through the rocky road and then they go, I've got to embrace more of who I am. I'm living a lie in certain ways. And then other people, you know, you've been there for 20 plus years now. You would have had to have done that straight away. When, you know what, I am different. I'm going to really make that the secret ingredient, which for all of us is a great, you know, reality check that's what we all should be doing. But for you actually realize, well, if it's not going to be that, you know, it might not work.
Absolutely. And the thing is that, you know, who we are 20 years ago and who we become, it's a growing process. And for me, it's always okay. Whoever I am at the moment is who I am. If I don't like it, then that's what I need to make those changes. So growth to me is much more important than the actual final destination or embarrassing myself or anything like that. And I think that that's a really key thing for women to understand, is that growth doesn't happen overnight, that there are small steps. And so the person I've become now will not be the person, you know, it will have grown, you know, in 10 years time, and I'll look back and go, oh, if only I knew. But the thing is that it's just those small steps that we make in our lives daily, the decisions we make about who we want to be, how we want to show up, is actually much more important.
So everyone, I want you to get your hands on Memoirs of Successful Women. I want you to read Heidi's chapter. You're going to absolutely love her journey from Oz to China. It's been a 20-year journey, and I love what Heidi said, that it seriously does not happen overnight. It's just chipping away, which is a gold nugget learning curve about all of our successful women. They all just keep backing up when others don't believe in them, and they learn a lot about themselves, and they also just have that belief that, you know what, I'll just keep going and let's just see where it goes. And now you are at such a successful stage. You own your own company, and you are loving life in China, and you're full of opportunities.
Yeah, you know, and more exciting is, you know, how we continue to grow and what we're going to do in the future.
Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to the feedback from all of our listeners and viewers. And I can't wait to hear what you think about Memoirs of Successful Women. Thanks so much for tuning in to this episode of Memoirs of Successful Women. I'm Annie Gibbins, founder and CEO of Women's Biz Global. And if you would like to fast track your future success, hop on over to womensbizglobal.com. Find out about all things women's biz, and most importantly, take the opportunity to have a free trial of Women's Biz Tribe. I look forward to seeing you online very soon. Until next episode, bye for now.